This video was brought to you by the EA Creator Network. Thank you to EA for allowing me to have early access to The Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature. This pack, friends, I am a little blown away. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a speed build today. It's not actually a speed build. It's like a real-time build, I guess you can say. It's about 30 minutes. I may not talk for the whole entire video, but I wanted to go ahead and build with you all and let you know my thoughts about this game. So we're at a spot. It is the 𝘰𝘊, I believe, resident, which I just came across today in game. And I thought, you know what? The house was beautiful, very nicely decorated. All the creators that do build and create these homes in The Sims 4 are absolutely talented. And but I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? I have been really feeling like a good vibe with The Sims 4 lately. I decided that I was going to do a build here that will help us with challenges. So there's a couple challenges that have come to mind since I've been playing this pack the last couple days. Like rags to riches you can do. You can start your legacy family. You can do whatever you want. It could just be a gameplay where you work from the bottom and work your way on up. So, but I wanted to make this lot particularly a tiny home residential, okay? And I also wanted to make it very like foresty, like a secret garden type deal or a secret lot. So that actually comes into play a little bit later on. And so I love this pack. The build by has blown me away. The spandrels, the columns, the roof patterns, the windows, I am going to be totally honest with you about. I think we should have gotten we should have gotten bigger windows, I guess you can say. They look big when you're looking at them in the catalog, but when you actually go to place them onto a house, they are kind of small. But I love the rustic vibe of this pack. I do. The plants alone. Now, the plants that you can put in the containers, I haven't really figured out. Is there really like a certain way to take care of them? I haven't figured that out yet, so don't pay any mind to me while talking about that because I'm not really 100% sure. But it is very nice. So I'm going to go ahead and just speed this video up a little tiny bit more so you can see we are very slow, and let's talk more about this lot here, okay? All right, friends, so we are back, hopefully, right? Yep, we are. So this is a 20 by 20 lot. My goal is to keep this house, this lot, under 20K. So when you go to buy this pack, speaking of buying a pack, you will see up here an animation saying that you can use my creator code justbeingchris on the EA app. It is a very easy way, a free way to help support the channel and support me at no extra cost to you. You can use my promo code justbeingchris at checkout on the EA app, and it is greatly appreciated. But when you do go to buy this pack, and you want to download a starter lot that's decorated and play tested, this would probably be the perfect lot for you. Yes, I'm giving myself the credit for making a fabulous lot. I am. But anyway, I wanted to add in a fireplace and add in some other things like a fairy home. This pond I thought was going to be like playable of some sort, but it's literally just for decoration. The debug catalog is great. I do like it. There are some items that I feel like they look familiar, which is fine. It's a debug catalog. What are you going to do? You can't moan and groan about a debug catalog. But I do like it. I'm more of the rustic look. I actually have a cousin from, marriage that lives in Scotland, and he enjoys crafting like all kinds of things out of wood, and he's a crafter, he's an artist, and I love watching like what he does. And I thought of him when I saw this pack. I was like, wow, you know, this is beautiful, it's great. So yeah, we're just gonna add in some other things. I love the bookshelf over here. It's made out of a tree, and it has like these little shelves sticking out of it, and you can add little things on there. That's great as well. And but yes, we have a lot of items. Now I like the build-ins, but I kind of like the cover-ins we get, like AKA like the grasses and the roof plants and the stone and the flowers, and just like the other little small tiny touches that make debug very, very fun to go through. So there is a lot, and there is a lot to this pack. Not only do you have like the off the grid, like nomad, nature nomad like feel to it, you have fairies, and you also have other things. We've been playing with fairies a lot. I do like the fairies, so I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy the fairies very much. I think the animation is great. I think the wings are great. And I just love how they kind of like put one foot in front of the other when they're like flying through like the neighborhood. It is so adorable. Love it. And but these gnomes here, I know I'm not going to give out too much detail because I want you all to kind of figure it out on your own. These gnomes are hilarious. When you ask them to help with gardening, OMG, it is amazing. Like, wait until you try it. It's very interesting, and I think you're going to have a laugh off of it. That's only if EA doesn't fix it, because I think it's a glitch. But anyway, it is a lot of fun. It brought me a lot of laughs. Hopefully it will bring you all laughs as well. We're going to add in the apothecary bench here, along with our reclaimed workbench that came with, oh my goodness, was it a base game? I don't remember. But not only do we have the pack that's coming out today, the 10th of July, we also had the Nature's Calling quest, which I love. And I only have one downfall about that quest. They spaced it out too long. I think 6 days is way too long. The quests were so short. So I'm looking forward to next week when I can play the quest and get that outhouse that I want so badly. It would have been perfect with the release of this pack, because what is a, secret like garden or, campground, whatever you want to call it, without an outhouse? Come on. How many of you have tried to build an outhouse? I have. I know I have. But anyway, we're adding in some other packs. So we have Eco Lifestyle. That is another pack that I thought would go perfectly with this pack. I didn't try any kits just yet, but you're more than welcome to try it out. I think 𝘠𝘕 rooms will go great because it does have a lot of plants and stuff like that. But I really wanted to just add in some more rustic items into this build, and the palettes go great. And I do not understand how dumpsters could be broken right now. Why? Oh, why? Like, that is, I think that's why I love Eco Lifestyle so much, because of the dumpster diving. Dumpster diving has been my life in The Sims. Like, my Sims have gotten so much money and so many furnishings for their house because we've dumpster dived, Love dumpster diving. I really hope they fix that. Here, this is a very, tedious task that I wanted to do. I wanted to try it out. I wanted to make this part right. I have been diving into the ponds and all that good stuff, and there are a couple lots in The Sims 4 in this Enchanted by Nature pack, where you do have 2 lots that do have ponds, and they are beautifully decorated. But I want my Sim here on this particular lot to be able to play in the water, to go fishing, to bathe, to look for frogs, and to wade. So I'm literally play testing as we build to make sure that works, because that would be awesome. The ponds I love. I don't think we're going to be able to swim in this pond at all, but I was really trying. So you'll see that I'm trying to really fix the layer in and try to get it perfect, just because it would be really cool if we can do that, because our whole purpose of this lot is for a sim to literally live off the grid, live out in the woods, and just live a good life. Like live simply, you know, really dive into nature and stuff. So, I mean, also another pack that came to mind when I first saw this pack, you know, we heard that it was being released, was Great Outdoors. Oh my gosh. Like, now another thing with Great Outdoors is, you know, it's great. I love their lots and everything. I wish we could live there. If we could live in Granite Falls, OMG, friends, let me know in the comments down below. If you could live in Granite Falls, like how much would you love that? I really think if I get bored, which I know I will, I do tend to burn myself out fairly quickly with The Sims 4, but I was thinking about maybe building some lots from Granite Falls and like taking pictures and just building from inspiration from there. So anyway, here we are. I think the pond is becoming a little bit more playable. It's, you know, has the functions that I want them to have. And I'm just doing a little bit of, you know, landscaping. I do enjoy doing that. Sometimes if you don't have the pond like leveled the correct way, the plants won't sit right, and you'll have to really mess around with it. So I think these are pretty level. They're kind of like in the water, out the water, but they're not levitating, if that's even the word. I may have just made up a word, but I'm pretty sure. We are adding in some fish and some other little items. Cottage Living is another pack I think personally will go great with this pack as well. You have, of course, you know, you can use llamas, you can use your chickens, you can start a 100 chicken challenge here, whatever, but you can go fishing. I think you can do a lot with this pack. That's why I really like it. I did not know these ducks over here, or whatever you call them, had babies floating around. I'm like, what is that? That is so adorable. My heart, they're so cute. Now, yeah, there we go. Here are some mushroom shelves, and they're great. You can add some plants. You can put little lights or candles on them. I kind of wanted to just have a wall, because this was before I thought about having a certain secret something you'll see very shortly. And I needed to have at least 4, you know, tiles to make this, you know, tiny home residential. So here we are, friends. We are going to make a basement. And I thought this would be cool to add in, not like specifically a place for us to sleep or eat, because we don't really have a stove. We have a fireplace, but we're going to try to sleep outside. We're going to try to get our nature living skill all the way up, because that's another thing that comes with this pack, and it is awesome. It is super cool. I think you can survive. I'm pretty sure our Sims can survive with not having like a bed and, you know, stuff like that, maybe a tent. But I think I really wanted to just have my Sim dive into like being like a nature nomad. So I hope you all can get the chance to check out that aspiration. There is a few aspirations. The fairy one was so much fun, but I think I'm loving the most is the nature nomad. I really do like this pack, and I really hope that you all can find ways to incorporate other packs and just really dive into gameplay and just try to enjoy it. The world is beautiful. The fairies, I still cannot get over. I think EA did a great job with the fairies. I have no complaints. I think they're great. So there you go. I think that I haven't dived too deeply in with like create a sim. So I know for those of you that like to create sims, I think you'll have a blast. So we're getting ready to wrap up this video here. Once again, I want to thank EA allowing me to have early access again to The Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature. I really, truly love this pack, and I love being here with you all on the channel. And I hope to do more videos like this. I just was feeling inspired about this build, and I thought, you know what? I'll give it a go. Let's see how it rocks and rolls. And I think it turned out great. Now you can add your little bits of spices to it if you like. But there you go. And if you are interested in helping to support a creator, you can help support me on the EA app by using my promo code justbeingchris, and it's greatly appreciated. I thank you all so very much for being here and watching this video with me, building with me, all that good stuff. I will see you all the next video. Remember to be kind, be gentle, take it easy. Tell yourself you're doing the very best you can, and do something every day that's going to make you feel good. All right, friends. See you later. Bye.